I have come to America to finish what I started in England. I began as a gamer. Wow! Now, I'm changing the game of boxing. I saved Logan's career the first time we fought. He gets one last chance. No more headgears. No more talking. The game ends November the 9th, Logan.
This is a new one for me, man.
Yeah.
And this is history.
That's it.
So I like being part of history.
Yeah.
For someone like you to be out of it, this isn't your element.
Yeah.
You know, and for you to come into our house and perform, it's pretty awesome. I have a lot of experience here. If I tell you something, it's the truth. So I try to encourage him on the psychological aspect.
You know, I've seen him in, obviously, the Creed movies. You know, he's done work with several world champions.
Up and again. Close it, and just keep it going. You know, I've been blessed to work with all good people, but I've probably done more fights than anybody.
Yeah.
Wrap more hands, work more cuts than anybody. Turn it, open. I've had guys who cry. You know,
wow.
Just the energy, and I just sit back and let them do their thing. And when I'm wrapping their hands, they're getting ready to go to battle. I give them a hug and tell them to go out there and kick some ass.
Yeah.
They do. How's that?
Yeah, perfect.
Good.
This whole thing is going to inspire a lot of people. It's just going to bring more attention to boxing, and it will be beneficial for boxing.
Well, he's bringing an entire generation, and KSI himself gets tons and tons of tweets and messages thanking him for, you know, opening their eyes to boxing.
He loves boxing. He watches boxing. He studies boxing a lot. He puts the hours in watching film, watching them boxers train, pad work.
Without question, number one is boxing. It's not just something as a fad. He's taking it as seriously as if he was the world champion.
30 seconds, 30 seconds, good. This is what you need to do.
Everyone's either all in or all out, and that's the mentality that we need to succeed. So everyone has a different personality, but everyone has the same goal. That's what makes us dangerous.
But when you move your head, don't move your hands.
Yeah. Keep your hands
when
up.
you move move your head only.
You can just knock it here, side.
Yeah.
Side. Go there.
I think what scares me is not training hard enough, or not working hard enough, should I say. What? Not even that. Like, I know I train hard enough, and I know I work hard.
Good. Good. And again. Let's go.
There isn't really anything that I fear besides, like, bees. Yeah, that's about it.
We're going to see much better technique. I think we're going to see that from both fighters, to be honest. You're going to see him in much better physical condition also. And you're going to expect him on the scales to look like a professional fighter as opposed to someone who has started training and, you know, got in decent shape. We're going to see him in elite shape.
Just defense. Defense is key. A lot of people neglect defense, and Jeff is a defensive coach, you know.
If a guy is, you know, coming at you hard, you know, on your right side, you know, you have to know how to pivot and create an angle.
Jeff brings the IQ of being a Mayweather, you know, being part of that fighting family.
Being my head coach, I know how much he focuses on defense. So it's a pleasure for me to see him working with JJ to teach him the defense that I am learning.
Good. Remember your breathing?
Remember, bring that hand. So for me, it's protect yourself, and the other guy will make mistakes because he's inexperienced.
And I mean, he's working very hard. That's the only thing you can really ask for a fighter.
Deep breaths. Control it slowly.
Don't worry, Jeff never hurt anybody.
This is going to be the biggest social media, internet, online, networking, broadcast, whatever you want to spin it, event ever in the world.
Who's supporting Logan Paul? I guess you're here for KSI, right?
Once people see the fight, they'll understand that this is actually a very serious fight and someone's getting knocked out.
Deep down in his heart, he knows he owes everything to JJ. Because JJ brought him back to life. He was in the dumps. JJ fished him out of the rubbish bin.
Well, he had the whole suicide forest thing, and that was really disrupting his whole brand. So he needed something to try and shift the focus from that to something else, and boxing was that.
They packed Manchester Arena, 22,000 people on, and they had headgear on. It was just sensational in that aspect alone.
Wow. Logan, one punch can change everything. An answer back from JJ. What a reply. And they're going for it.
Yeah, I definitely did bring him to life with the first fight, and now with this next fight, I'm ending his career.
Logan takes a massive right out from JJ. Shouting. And it's all.
And I guess he could go back to doing podcasts, but yeah, he won't be the same person.
Wow, the crowd erupts.
So I start off with gaming. Okay, where was I?
A lot of the people on the UK YouTube scene have him to thank for their success and lifestyle because he definitely paved the way and brought a lot of people with him on his journey to the top.
Oh, I should be destroying you right now. A lot of people were attracted to my personality. Especially whenever I would do a face cam and people would see my reactions to certain things in the game. They kind of gravitate towards it because, yeah, I was just entertaining.
Oh my God!
And I kind of went into other things like pranks, skits, music. I'm uncontrollable. I love music. Like, I've always loved music. I've always been doing music. When I was a kid, I would use music to help me learn. So I would make raps about certain topics in subjects to help me remember it.
This may surprise a lot of people, but there's no doubt he's the #1 most recognizable personality in this country, bar none. He's the David Beckham of today.
He's just a very nice, genuinely nice kid. Very loyal, very personable. Yeah, that laugh is contagious.
I was just born with that laugh. I mean, yeah, it's just that. It's just how it is. No, I didn't think I'd ever get to where I am now. I never thought I'd be even a pro boxer at all.
The passion right now, without question, #1 is boxing. He is absolutely addicted to it and has been for several years now. The music is just a break from it, just to take that steam off a little bit, you know, and if he's traveling on a plane or something, he'll be writing lyrics. But that's purely to relax the mind from the intensity of the boxing.
Guys, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna first have everybody grab just one little slice of watermelon. You have a napkin there, and then there's a plate for your rind, okay?
So I went to Badou's place for breakfast. You know, we're good friends. He's been there from the beginning.
Anything I can help with, you know, I'm gonna help him with.
JJ looks up to Badou in terms of being an established 2-division world champion. So he's asking him a lot of questions about nutrition, about rest, about training.
He's gonna do great things, man. Last fight, I was there, I thought he won. It was a draw. Well, you know, they gave me a couple of draws too that I should have won.
Constantly, I'm always just upping the levels and making sure I'm so ready for this fight.
This next one is very easy to inhale everything. It's a protein pancake, if you will. I've made a maple syrup, almond butter, and black walnut sauce with fresh raspberries and a little bit of coconut.
Jeez. When it comes to the cooking, we needed to upgrade the nutrition. We needed something a bit more performance-based, and that's why we decided to get Eric in.
Another bag, I need a vacay by the beach.
So we're about 2 weeks out from the fight. Today we're doing some really good organic grass-fed beef. The reason I like grass-fed is because cows are herbivores. If the protein's better, meat has higher B vitamins, more creatine, which is gonna make sure that KSI has that lean muscle mass and that quick twitch fiber that we wanna have him having during the fight.
Eric has cooked for Conor McGregor and a few other fighters, so we felt like it was a necessary step.
We've brought in the elite chef, someone that understands combat sport, someone who is feeding and fueling a fighter.
Our main goal is to make sure we give our fighters food that enhances performance. If we're not doing that, then why are we even here feeding them, you know? So everything we do, there's a purpose behind it.
Big personalities, you know, fight each other because they know the loser has to receive years and years of abuse from the other fans.
KSI's rolling deep.
Yeah, you know, man. Of course.
This is the KSI army.
Yeah, of course. I've got to fight.
The one thing these guys don't realise, which I would explain at press conferences, no head guards and 10-ounce gloves is a different game.
Yeah.
Different game.
Can we get more waters in here?
Is that what made you want to turn pro?
I mean, I just turned pro so I could fuck Logan up. Like, that was just my main thing.
You have 20 million followers. How did they respond when you told them you're going to fight professional boxing, no headgear, smoking?
Yeah, it was just a huge range of, like, emotions.
Once we went with Dazn in the States as well, this was the perfect product because obviously it's the same kind of way people are digesting content. It's a streaming service. You know, these people, this audience are very tech savvy. Like, you can't ignore it anymore.
Dazn was the obvious platform. The subscription model was stronger than a one-off pay-per-view because the value of a subscriber to Dazn, you know, if they were to stay and watch all the other suite of content, they may stay for another month. I think he's breaking down a barrier here. The fact that he's sucked in the entire boxing media, entertainment media, sports media, both sides of the pond into this and the interest in this is off the charts.
We went leaps and bounds to get the best. So now we're eating the finest food, living in the finest house, having the finest training sessions, which hopefully leads to the finest performance.
There's no headgear, smaller gloves. It's gonna be a whole lot different. The effects of the punches are gonna be different.
I've never been dropped. No one's ever knocked me out. He's gonna try, and I'm just gonna smile at him, and he's gonna realize he's fighting a different KSI.
They're both huge personalities. They both have huge egos. Honor and pride is always worth more than money, and that's what these guys are fighting for. That's why the stakes are so high. They both want to be the best.
There's been a lot of talk over the 2 years, and now talking's done. I'm ending this November the 9th. Gotta let them know I'm uncontrollable. When they roll with me, how to let them know I'm uncontrollable. Being who I wanna be. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way, you're controlling me. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way, you're not holding me. I don't wanna know. I'm here with the dough. Calling all the blessings, then I leave it all for sure.
See, I'm something you can't control. They don't want to see me mad that they can't control. I make news and tell my account and roll. I ain't part of the system, I can't enroll. So I'm due to blow like when the blast implodes. From the inside out, when I keep it real. I can tell that the fake, but I can't expose. And I got that drive, I don't need that gas. When I'm sat like the cars that charge on rolls. I'm in hearts, I'm in master mode. Hustle out by nature. Can't you hear my grafter tone? Won't stop till the shards my home. It's the B.I.G. man, I'm bigger than a bird. Man talk bad and they're getting on my nerves. They used to say music with a word. When I don't work a couple months for, I'm getting from a verse. I bet they're all regretting all the words. Try warm and